Have you ever been bored out of your mind? You just don't know what to do anymore. You look around the class looking for something to do, something to take your mind off the boring lectures. And then you see her sitting there. Damn, she's beautiful. The way her hair styled like that, and her class uniform looks good on her too. Such an eye candy. You wish that class just wouldn't stop. You keep looking, staring at her. Maybe you didn't know. Time is starting to run past you both. She seems to notice, but she just lets you stare at her. She's like a model, posing for you. Maybe she just doesn't want the teachers to know what you're doing. Maybe she doesn't want you to get punished for it. Maybe she's just weirded out and doesn't want to confront you at all. What you know is, she's such an eye candy. And you'll keep coming back for her. Well, that to me is Katawa Shoujo. My eye candy is Hanako, and not that. Let's get back to where we left from. There's a churning bad feeling in my gut. Rin sure has a knack of making people feel worried about her. She seems like a person who should never be left alone. Maybe we should call someone? She sounded like she's going to shock or something.
I'm sure she'll be just fine. She's just, how to say,
Lily cocks her head a little, trying to find a polite way of calling Rin crazy without calling her crazy. Unique.
yes, a very unique person.
I guess you could say that. She giggles at the notion melodiously, nodding in agreement.
Sorry about leaving you stranded as you talk to her. I don't really understand her, so I keep my distance.
So my guess was right. Lily offers a slight apologetic smile as if she was sorry that her own shortcomings have prevented her from becoming closer to Rin. I'm not one to blame her at all. Lily let slip a long breath, probably a disguised yawn. I imagine she's as exhausted by all this as I am.
I'd better leave now and give these to Hanako. Thanks for the company, Hisao.
I don't know if I'm getting better at the Lily voice or not. Probably not. I don't know. She smiles very sweetly at me. It feels different than normal, despite the fact that she seems to be smiling so often. I can't put my finger on what the difference is. It's just different. Relaxed, I'd say. But that's possibly just relief over getting rid of Rin, maybe. Maybe she's getting closer to us, eh? Yeah, good night. Say hi to Hanako for me.
I will. Good night.
Big heart? There we go. Wake up. What the fuck? We didn't even wake up. We're already in class. The students roll into class for the Saturday morning session. Each and every one of them sporting the tired eyes of people who have worked through the night. With only a day left to prepare, I suppose it's not so surprising. Thankfully, we only have to suffer through classes until the lunch break, and then our time is our own. Muto lurches into class in a tired stagger. I suppose students aren't the only people here that enjoy their late Friday nights. Without saying a word, he scrawls some page and question numbers on the board and slumps down at his desk. It's completely atypical behavior for him, but it appears that no one in class is going to call him out on it. Wordlessly, the students shuffle their textbooks into position and get to work. Not wanting to break the trend, I do the same. Fatigue has made the class antisocial. Not a peep is heard among the ruffling papers. That can partly be attributed to two empty seats beside me. For some reason, Misha and Shizune aren't present. Probably doing council work for the festival. It's very quiet without Misha present. I wonder if she was born as rowdy as she is, or if she's making up for Shizune's lack of voice. I hate him so fucking much, okay? Nakai, can I speak to you for a moment? I'm so engrossed in thinking about Misha that I don't even notice Muto approaching my desk. Sure, what's this about? It's probably better if we speak outside the classroom. Something about this doesn't sound too good, but I stand up and follow him out into the hallway. Muto stands in the hallway, scratching his head as he works out what he's trying to say, not knowing what is going on. I wait silently. So tell me, how are things? Things? I expected Muto to be a little vague, but this is pushing the limits. You know, things. You've had a week to settle in now, so how are things? Fine, I guess. I see. And how is your condition? The pause before condition seemed a little unnecessary. I didn't do a pause. Haven't had any problems so far. A brief shimmer of relief passes across Muto's face. Good, that's good. A school nurse was a little concerned that you might have been pushing yourself a bit too hard. He asked me to keep an eye on you when he couldn't. That makes sense. I'd ask that you boss off so freely as much as we try to give you the level of education that we'd get in a normal school. You have to realize that you have limits. Our goal is to make sure that you know where those limits are, how to maximize your potential within them. Do you follow me? I guess. I don't plan on doing anything stupid. Well, that's a start, I guess. So then on to my next question. How are you finding your studies? I understand you were laid up for a little while. We're not too far ahead, are we? I don't really think so. I tried to keep up when I was in the hospital, so it hadn't been too hard. Moto taps his chin and raises an eyebrow as he absorbs this information. Is that so? I suppose there's two students out there who realize the importance of learning. I don't like learning, honestly. The opening bit, that's very true to me. I would just look at some girl in class. Very much my entire day in school is spent on looking at a girl. Have been multiple girls I've been interested so far. But then, year after year, they just disappear. And I never get to see them again. Maybe we're not in the same class. Maybe they've moved on to a different school. Or maybe just like me, they were dropped out. But there's always a girl that catches my eye too often. And that keeps me coming back to school. I wouldn't like to learn. I just love the diploma. I like the school environment where you have people that are very people that are very, let's say, unique, and that makes me want to go to school. Honestly, I just like to get a diploma and then get the fuck out of there. I don't like learning, I don't like studying, but I sure do love staring at fucking beautiful girls. I wouldn't go that far. I was only trying to keep myself occupied in my little life support prison. Well, yeah, you've got to keep up with these things, right? Maybe I should start doing the same. That's exactly it. One wrong move in the world and you're left behind, right? I don't regret anything, Muto. I think you're firing your shots at me. Be careful, Muto. I'm gonna break your bones. Right. Wouldn't want that to happen. No, you wouldn't. Every week there's a new scientific discovery. Most of them mean nothing to the lay person, but any one of them could be the key to the next big thing. I'll keep that in mind. I just want you to get out of my sight, Muto. It's obvious that Muto's serious talk is over and he's now gone back to his standard, slightly scatterbrained approach to life. I think in hindsight that I prefer him this way. He's slightly more predictable in his unpredictability. Well, then I think that's all I really have to say. Let's get back inside, shall we? My relief at that suggestion is insurmountable. Sure, you're the boss, right? Muto pauses for a moment. I don't think any of my students have ever said that to me before. For an instant, I consider replying to this, but something deep within me tells me to shut my mouth and get back into the classroom. Very few of the students jump at the sound of the door, rapidly trying to pretend that they're working on the questions on the board. Some don't even bother, their heads slumped on the desk as they nap. Thankfully, it would appear that Moto doesn't even notice them, or just doesn't care. He returns to his desk and retrieves a scientific journal from one of the drawers, and I guess I got to him there. Class returns to near silence that Moto and I left it in before our chat. Mixed feelings of tiredness and anticipation buzz around the room. Everyone here is either waiting for a chance to rest or a chance to get their last-minute preparations on the way. The clock on the wall slowly ticks the remaining class time away until finally the bells cry out, ending the torment. Before they all leave, I expect the answers for those problems by Monday. The class sighs as one, instantly regretting slacking off, but still acutely aware of the more pressing issues at hand. The classroom empties in a blink as everyone rushes to their last-minute festival preparations. I stay behind and try to quickly finish the questions so I don't have to bother with it over the rest of the weekend. With a festival not tomorrow. You don't know how fucking excited I am to see her. She's my girl. Absolute eye candy. She seems to be a fan favorite, and that would make me go for the other girls. I'm the type to go for the underdogs, but something about Hanako just makes me want to continue getting her, if that makes sense. There's something about her, a weird kind of charm, I guess. Apart from me, Hanako is the only one left, obviously waiting for Lily. It's weird that Lily comes all the way to our classroom to pick her up. I expect that moving around is at least normally harder for her than it is for Hanako. But it's none of my business, and I naturally don't ask about it from Hanako. Despite the relative proximity of our seats, neither try to strike up a conversation about that or anything else either. So an oppressive silence falls upon the classroom. Time passes in silence. It's probably just 15 minutes or so, but it feels longer. I turn pages of my notebook. Hanako turns pages of the novel she's reading. My pencil lead splinters against the paper just when I was about to finish a paragraph. Is it lead? I thought the pencil tips are graphite. Am I wrong? Maybe I am wrong. The sounds of my irritated sigh and subsequent fumbling around the sharpener feel like they're breaking the mood in the classroom. Hanako keeps her eyes firmly away from my direction. Before long, Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. Lily's appearing way too much. It makes me kinda worried.
Hanako,
Her name is all it takes to make Hanako jump up from her desk and run to Lily. They talk quietly for a moment, but it isn't long before Lily leaves down the hall and Hanako idles back in the classroom, taking her seat once again. I watch Hanako out of the corner of my eye out of sheer curiosity at the idea that the two would be separated. For a couple of minutes, she does nothing but sit with her chin in her hand, staring at the desk dejectedly. The boredom evidently becomes too much for her though, her slender frame reaching into her bag and pulling out a small book. Come to think of it, that isn't the one I saw her reading at the library. She must be quite a fast reader to get through them at this rate. For about 10 minutes of restlessly shuffling in her seat and trying to read, Hanako closes her book and leaves too. As should I, since the assignment is all but finished, and there's nothing else to do in the classroom. Not that I have anything to do anywhere else either. The school is a beehive of activity, but nobody pays me any heed. As I saunter past classrooms filled with students practically doing this and that, buzzing around like little worker bees. You won't guess the school day is over. It's a bit quieter outside though, but not by much. People zip by left and right, hurrying as quickly as they can, busy and energetic. I feel the opposite. The midday sun seems to be draining all the spirit out of my body, making it feel limp all over. Warm, soft air flows inside my shirt, feeling like a cushion. I yawn lazily, thinking about what I do. I drop off my books at the dorm first, and then something I haven't decided yet. Maybe Kenji's in his room. On the way to the dorms, I spot Emmy coming my way, running despite not having those weird running prosthetics on. I wave at her and she skids to a stop. My girl, hey! Second to the tier list of my heart, Emmy Ibarazaki. I like her so much. Yo, Hisao. Splatters of Martin green paint adorn her nose and chin respectively, but her smile is wide, as it seems it always is. She leans closer to me, amplifying the feeling that she is examining me. What you doing? Nothing really. I don't have anything to do for the festival and everyone else seems to be doing something important. That's perfect. Then you can help me and Rian with the festival preparations. I'm not sure if I would be of much help. That's fine. I'm not much help either. Rin grabs my wrist and starts dragging me back inside the school quite forcefully. Even her walking speed is more like jogging, making me stumble over myself simply trying to keep up. The stairs slow Emmy down a little bit. Maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally run out of breath. We go all the way back to the third floor and to the seniors hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed here waiting for Emmy, had I known. So, is Rin working on that mural still? That's right. She needs all kind of paint and brushes and stuff, so I went to get them from the art classroom. And you need me to help with that. Well, Rin told me you had already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind. I see. So thanks to Amy's flaky logic, here I am again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people. The room is empty apart from ourselves and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Emmy skips straight away to the back wall, digging out a tiny, crumpled piece of paper from her pocket. While she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying around here. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged on the shelves in a most unorganized fashion. Some look like they've been left here for several decades, relics of previous art club generations. Next to the heavy stacks of neatly piled drawing paper are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. The smells of paint, turpentine, it's the first time I've ever heard of that word, and fresh paper floating through the stale air, mixing in my nostrils to form that unmistakable scent of art. Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to the markings on the various paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds the correct matches. She stretches her neck to look on the topmost shelf, but it's not quite enough. Her eye level stays below the shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gives up and just looks up to the shelf longingly like a child at a toy store, huffing in annoyance. After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels during the fraction of a second she can see them and catch what she can. It's no surprise that she fails miserably, almost managing to bring the entire shelf crashing down. Now I see why me lending a hand here would be useful. Come on, let me do that. You can't jump high enough. And I don't want you to hurt yourself trying. Also, I'm like twice your height. You're not. She turns around, flaring scorn, flushed cheeks and all. I love her. What's that noise? Just kidding. Anyway, I'll look up there, okay? She glares at me one more time, but can't come up with a retort. With a grudging she turns her back to me. So I begin scrounging up around the top shelf for paint, while below, Emmy crouches to scavenge what she can from the cupboards. I shake my head a little after double checking to ensure that she can't see me doing so. Emmy having a complex about her height was a surprise. I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. She seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. She's a very mild tsundere. Like tsundere, but doesn't seem like asshole tsundere. Like, she's one part of the good ones. Only after we have almost all the items collected and spread out on a desk like treasure hunter spoils, I do realize that it wasn't necessarily the height jab that got her riled up. She might not like to be told that she can't do something, like jump. But Amy herself seems to have forgotten about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forgive. Is she that type of person? At least she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart, as she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items and then make our way back to Rin. I chivalrously carry out the bulk of the materials as we make our way towards the dormitories. Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault though. She should have started earlier. Is she going to make it? No idea. It looks good to me, but with Rin you never know what's going on. I found her this morning lying in front of the dorm in fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. I can't believe that night nurses hadn't found her. And now she's painting again like crazy. Yeah, I've noticed that she comes up as kinda unhinged, so to speak. Emmy giggles at that, as well as at my likely too obvious awkwardness. I don't mind it, she's just a little weird sometimes. On that, I can agree to her. Unlike me, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin's whatever it is that feels so off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Misha and Shizune do. With them working as a single entity sometimes, it's hard to say where one ends and another begins. Even though they're so different, just like Emmy and Rin are. And Rin is the most different of them all, different from anyone else I've met. Yeah, I guess she's a very unique person. I return to that word again, as if it encompasses Rin's personality by itself, but really, it's just a substitute for a lengthy description of her oddities. Emmy giggles as I grasp about for a properly descriptive word. She's just weird. You know, earlier she just spent half an hour sitting on our backs and stared at our toes. She giggles again in a way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. It's just is. All the time. The working area is a mess, but the mural itself has taken over more of the wall since I last saw it. The disfigured human figures have been mostly colored in tones of red, pink, and orange. Weird, imaginary things populating the spaces between. It looks nice. I can't think of any word that would describe the work concisely and comprehensively, so I settle myself on a nondescript nice. We're the same. It's just hard to appreciate work that you don't have a full grasp on, right? Not really hard to appreciate, but more so hard to praise, I guess. But honestly, it seems like that the area around the wall becomes untidier at the same rate as the mural progresses. The ground is littered with dozens of paint cans, various art supplies, and empty soda bottles. Jesus Christ, I am just imagining Rin picking up soda bottle with her fucking feet. Is that possible? Is that possible? I don't know. Rin herself is in the center of this chaos, standing there looking very cozy as if she was a natural part of the scene. Her pant legs have been rolled up to her knees, exposing her thin legs which sport a dying spectrum of war paintings similar to those on Emmy's face. Oh wow, I didn't see. Emmy sprints to Rin ahead of me and gleefully jumps in front of her. I'm back. That was fast. Did you run in the corridors again? Please now help me. Emmy points victoriously at me. Rin turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking at my general direction. She nods absent-mindedly at me. She looks like she hadn't slept since last night. A vacant, glazed stare that's focused slightly off me, and movements like in a slow-motion movie. I think she just stares like that. She looks sleepy most of the time. Hello, Hisao. Thank you for the help. Don't mention it. I just did. Never mind. Looks like you've made progress. Looking good as far as I can tell. But now you get more bad luck. I know, but I'm willing to take the risk. That's a very nice thing to say. For me, of course, not for you. This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings So artists can't find romance. Their favorite TV shows are cancelled or they die young because of an unspecified disease. It's deep and mysterious law of the universe. Am I doing a different voice? I think I... How did I do the Rin voice? Unless they are blind. She considers this for a while, looking as she's going to fall asleep. There is a boy at the art club, you see, blind boy, so he doesn't see. You already told me. I glance sideways at Emmy as she glances back in a way that tells she has heard this one before too. Neither of us says anything to Rin though, so she continues her monotone soliloquy. What the fuck is that? Like an unfunny stand-up comedian. Soliloquy? Soliloquy, eh? We low-key gang. What the fuck did I just say? He should become an artist. No, bad luck guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? That only blind people should become artists? No, not as such. You might have a point. Abandoning this train of thought, she turns again to consider her work and starts humming a tune that I think I recognize but can't remember the name of. Emmy arranges the supplies we brought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene. Emmy, I need the Prussian blue paint. Which one's Prussian blue? She's staring helplessly at 7 or 8 cans, each with different tone of blue. It's the one with Prussian blue paint in it. Jeez, Rin, you're not helping at all. I look around as well, even though I don't know what Prussian blue looks like either. I wonder what blue has to do with Prussia, or what Prussia even is. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. While none of the blues look more Prussian than the others, the small print on the labels is legible enough to determine that none say about the contents being Prussian. There is no Prussian blue here. Emmy heaves a sigh. I guess I have to go back and get some. I promised to help with our class project though, so I'll be back a bit later. Can you manage with the outfit for a few hours? Rin nods, and so Emmy leaves. Don't leave me with Rin. It's not like I don't like Rin, but I like Hanako more. I stay because I like watching Rin paint, and because I have nothing better to do. I sit on a box and pick up today's book from my bag. It's a story about 3 guys drinking beer for 2 weeks straight and doing little else. Rin moves from the spot that was in need of blue and starts working slowly on another. Her foot works the brush steadily against the plastered wall. Layers of paint on top of layers of paint. The mural slowly gains more form. I turn the pages at a leisurely pace. In this chapter, they are drinking beer at the protagonist's friend's place. In the previous ones, it was the protagonist's own apartment. It's not a page-turner kind of book, slice of someone's imaginary life that makes me wonder why it had to be written. Why indeed, the reason for doing something creative. It's incomprehensible. Like why Rin does paintings. It feels like she and Emmy are the same, going squarely against their fates as if it's just out of spite. Rin even said something like that, do something you can't just because you can. I fucking like that saying, honestly. Do something you can't just because you can. That's fucking awesome, don't you think? That's badass. Is that what she meant? Is that her reason? It might be Emmy's. She comes up as quite a headstrong person. Rin doesn't give off that kind of air. Thinking about it, she doesn't have to give up any kind of air. Or maybe a different kind every time I talk with her. Why did she say what she said? Why does she or anyone paint at all? Or draw? Or sculpt? Or write? Ash, answer this question. Hisa wants to know. I've never had much of a creative impulse, so I don't think I can really understand it. It's just something that once a thing crosses your mind, you just get motivated to do something. Whatever it is. I write when I get motivated. But that's rarely, only when I think of cool shit to write. It makes me feel hollow inside. What a grim thought. I can't really decide whether it's true or not either. Am I content being this way? Can't deny what I'm feeling. A little bit envious of Rin, but I can't really consider it a flaw of any kind. I am myself and she is herself. I'm just not gonna comment. Still, I do need to find something that could make me feel less lost about myself instead of just drowning myself in these books as I did at the hospital. I can't help but feel disoriented. The new school, lifestyle, and people around me contribute heavily to this sensation. I'm trying my best to fit into existing social circles, and most of the people I've met have been really nice. It feels like I'm an outsider though, like I don't belong. I shake the feeling off, realizing that I'm spacing out. I have neither turned the page of the book nor done anything for Rin. She's trying to pour some paint from a big can using only her feet, but not bothered to ask me. Or maybe she did, and I didn't hear it. Either way, it looks very unstable. Air guitar? Is this our guitar? Yep, current music track, air guitar. I quickly jump to help her as it looks like she's about to spill the entire contents of the can all over the pavement. Oops, return. I take the can from her feet and pour some in the bowl. She doesn't say anything and neither do I. I catch a glimpse of her eyes looking silently at me from under her unkempt bangs. It's an unreadable expression, a perfect poker face, mixed with a hint of something, like a mild surprise. I wonder what she's thinking. Maybe she's wondering about what I'm thinking. Maybe nothing. A penny for your thoughts. Do you have any pennies with you? I don't think I do. Then I don't think I will tell. I'm not thinking anything either, so you're in luck. Except now. I just did. She frowns, looking very unsatisfied. It's hard to not think about anything, but it's important. How do I get rid of my stuttering problem? I don't stutter when I speak, but I stutter when I read. A lot. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I'm about to ask why it's important when some old guy walks up to us looking like he has some business with Rin. Is it a teacher? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? He doesn't look like a human. He looks like a fucking creature. What the fuck, dude? He's very unsettling to look at. What the fuck is with that pizza fucking necktie? Look at that pepperoni and cheese looking shit, man. What the fuck? He's fat as fuck. Look at that bulging stomach of his. Fucking bulging eyes as well. It has very little fucking glasses. I don't even know if you can see with that. He looks very fucking creepy, dude. What the fuck? And oh my god. His fucking arms are long. What the fuck? His arms are so fucking long. And it's folded. It's not even straight. It's fucking long. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Anyway, I'm not that creeped out. I'm just stalling so I could decide which voice to use. I have a very wide range of voices I can do. What voice should I do to sound like a rapist? My god. Is this gonna be a fucking mistake? Let's fucking go! I don't know what voice I should give him. Jesus Christ, dude. It's tough when you record these things in real time and you don't have any scripts going on. Maybe I should do an episode where I commentate over the gameplay. What the fuck? I'm still stalling, don't worry. Good afternoon, how's it going? I can make it. Rin doesn't take her eyes off the wall and responds so naturally that I can only assume they know each other. I haven't seen the man before, so I naturally wonder who he might be. Maybe a teacher? His hair has faded to a silvery gray, so much so that it looks artificially dyed. I hope that's not the case. Small round glasses hang on the bridge of his nose, but it appears he's constantly looking over the lenses rather than through them. He's studying the mural intently over said glasses. Good, good. What bold composition you have here. He moves to inspect the mural closer, talking to himself about it in a way that makes it obvious he wants us to hear it too. Very good indeed. I don't really know what to make of it, but Rin doesn't seem to care much. She's looking around the working space, the various balls of different tones scattered all over. Hisao. A little more of this. Give me a second. I pour a 50-50 mix of two paints into a bowl to create more of the same pale pink tone Rin was using to fill up the shape of a man's face. Rin watches me doing so, which makes me feel nervous somehow. Her face is so unassuming that it feels like she's just waiting for me to do something wrong. The man turns to reckon to me as well, looking surprised as if he noticed my presence only just now. Maybe he did. Why hello there, who might you be? I'm a transfer student to class 33. I'm Hisao Nakai, nice to meet you. Muto's class, eh? Well, I won't hold that against you. He laughs very loudly, obnoxiously loudly. A few small birds take flight from a nearby tree. I'm Shinichi Nomiya, the art teacher. So this is the art teacher. In retrospect, should have guessed that much. He even looks like one, as far as first impressions go. I'm not sure about that. Artists don't look like that. No, our teachers don't look like that. How did you come to end up assisting my protege? I wish I knew. I'm interested in the art club, or just kinda stuck with her. I'm not interested in the arts club. No, no, no. I keep wondering that myself. The lack of anything better to do, probably. He lets out a hearty laugh, then checks his watch. I really must take my leave now. Tezuka, I'm pleased to see that this little project is going so well. I just stopped by to remind you not to run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well. Also, Monday's club meeting is off since I'm going out of town. I guess you kids can do something among yourselves if you want to. He leaves, turning around flamboyantly, then walking off as dramatically as it's possible to walk. What a weird teacher. I'll be off too. See you around, Rin. Holding up a hand, I turn to go up the stairs to the dorms. Maybe if I can finish reading these books today, the entirety of tomorrow will be free for the festival. Or maybe just don't finish the books, go to Lily's room. Transition once again. I hope we're in Act 1 already. I hope I've met all the requirements for Hanako's route. I know it's pronounced route, but I like saying route. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday and there are no classes. Not just Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the soda booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with craving for low quality food. He's so judgmental. I hate him so much. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no current obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit on the hallway intending to go out and find something to eat, only to encounter Kenji. Passing by his door, I decided to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. Oh, we did not come across him, but we're actually seeking him. Okay. I'm curious if he has any plans since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort, complete with no girls allowed sign. And the girls crossed out and bodies rudely scrawled underneath it. Knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is Wito? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's Ari. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. Was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school's out there already. Out to where? Why? What? What? Is today special? Where are they? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. As the invasion began. He looks suddenly more alarmed. What today is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my captain's crews 4 times to swat the snipers. I'm pretty sure they can still shoot you through the windows. It's the festival, you know that, right? Oh shit, That's today. Down. Down. Damn it. I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my food finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's so good you told me this, Mon. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're going to be everywhere. The people outside my window, socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be around here. Damn. And I was going out to go out today. But now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today is. Damn. And I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself. Now it's here and I can't do anything. You should have told me this area, dude. I mean, a tourist. I know. But I could have known the area. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. So I guess you're not going to do anything today? The weather's even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not though, so there's no reason to just stay inside, yeah? You should check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. No, I can't do it. They are eat me alive out there. I know it. That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face. Relatively straight. Relatively straight, but gonna be gay soon. I heard that there's a Kenji around. What are you going to do? We should just hang out in there. You could help me with my photo. We might still make it if we walk together. Oh yeah, I've got a story for you. So, my friend drew Rin and posted it in a Katawa Shoujo Facebook group. And I wanted to see the group myself, so I joined. There are 2 questions in there, so you could get approved and actually join the group officially. Question 1 is, how did you find out about this group? Of course, I said that my friend drew Rin and posted it there. And then second question is, who is the best girl in Katawa Shoujo? Answered Kenji. Yes, I answered Kenji, and then I got approved. I guess they don't want to be called sexist. If they rejected my my submission, I would have called them sexist. Kidding. What am I going to do? I don't have any plans in hindsight. That's really stupid. Maybe I should have asked the girl out. Yeah, should have. He should have asked Hanako out. I would have liked getting Hanako this early. Then again, all things considered, I don't think I could have done anything like that. It's only my first week. Girls already love you for your first week. A week that I have wasted being awkward around almost everyone, stumbling all over myself, trying to get the hang of this place. Thinking about it, what have I accomplished? Who would I have even asked? Hanako, yeah? Damn, it seems that Kenji is my only realistic option for a date today. Jesus Christ. He said straight earlier, no man. This is the most depressing thing that has happened to me since I had the heart attack because a girl confessed her love to me. So he's aware. That's good. He's so self-aware that he's so pussy to take a confession from a girl that he got a heart attack. That's good. Can't be helped. I don't know really. I don't have anything, I guess, but the port seems a bit excessive. You sure you don't want to go outside? It's not like visitors won't come to the... Just show me. It's not like visitors won't come to the dorm stay. He looks thunderstruck by this revelation. Return, yes, return. Damn it. You may have a point. This place is not safe today. We must find somewhere to hide in. He falls silent for a moment, thinking. The roof. What about it? We are going to hide out on the roof today. It's the perfect surprise. Nobody ever goes up there. Oh, I know two people who go up there. I know. Meet me there in 1 hour. I'll have to prepare. He slams the door shut and locks click. Closed. The arrangement of the words in there. Damn, what the hell's wrong with Kenji? And to think I'm now going along with this craziness, it makes me depressed. I feel like a failure. Once I step outside, the din of the crowd greets me. The whole school is bustling with activity. There are stalls everywhere and the crowd is swarming between them is considerable. Considerable. Ah man, the Kenji accent is ruining my English. I didn't expect the festival would attract so many visitors. I have to admit that the people in charge of decorating the place put a lot of effort into it and it really shows. People seem to be enjoying themselves and the atmosphere is colorful, bright and happy. That is, if I weren't suddenly in such a foul mood. At the moment, it's more annoying than anything else. Well, can't be helped. I decided to stick with my original plan and eat, then I guess I have to come at least see what Genji is up on the roof. I do a slow circle around the grounds to kill some time looking at the stalls, but not feeling like playing any of the games anymore. The garish colors grind my eyes and I feel more ill by the minute. I can't even decide what I want to eat and the large selection combined with a massive energetic festival visitors isn't helping. Ears hurt because of the tightness of the headphones. I just head towards the nearest stall that seems to offer something halfway edible and get in line. Turns out to be noodles. It also turns out to be not very good. Well, at least it's nourishment. It's not like I demand anything else at this point. As I stir my disagreeable noodles, I idly wonder what the others are doing right now. Shizuno and Misha are definitely somewhere organizing things. I'd better steer clear of them. I guess they wouldn't forgive me so early for leaving them alone with this thing. I expect Emmy to be buzzing all over the place, being desperately cheerful. There's no chance to find her, but no chance to avoid her either, so it doesn't matter. Lily would probably be helping her class with a festival event and entirely too busy for another's company. Hanako wouldn't want to talk to anyone either way. Anyone anyway. Either keeping to herself or helping Lily. Rin should be tending to her mural and is probably being unhelpful to any hypothetical interested parties. Going there for some peace and quiet seems like the nicest option of the above. But then again, I can't see having art forced on me raising my mood either, so I'll pass. While I was lost in thought, my food seems to have disappeared and so was my hunger. I guess I just blocked out of the experience of eating, which should be a good thing. Satiated, but unsatisfied, I turned to walk towards the main school building. An hour has almost passed already. The crowd is even thicker in here than it was outside. The hallways are almost unbearable, and I don't even dare to think what it's like inside the classrooms. I head up the stairs to my destination, the roof. Thankfully, the door at the top isn't locked, but now there's a handwritten sign on it. Off limits. Don't mind if I don't. The festival noise surprisingly muted up here, and the rooftop looks deserted as expected. Near a place where the cyclone fences collapsed, there's a pile of blankets that seems oddly out of place. Wait, did that pile just move a little? That would be strange, as there's no wind at all. I carefully stick my hand out and give it an experimental prod. Ah! Ah! Startled, I jump back. Who is Uito? God damn it, Kenji, it's me. Oh damn, you scared me, man. So what are we doing up here? We are having a picnic. What? Yeah, I have blankets, pretzels in whiskey. This is the ultimate setup, man. Whiskey? Aren't you a bit too young to drink alcohol? What the fuck, dude? I'm 20, you know. You're not. I am, and so are you. What? That's absurd. Hey, at least you get something out of it. All I get is bottle of whiskey. He's rambling incoherently, but I decide to play along. So, why do you have the bottle of whiskey? My mom couldn't visit for the festival, so she sent me some expensive singer morto instead. A likely story. Want to some? It's not like I have anything to lose. This day can't possibly get worse. Don't drink while you're underage. Do not, I do not condone this action. No, I don't approve of what they're doing. No, don't drink. Not even like flavored beer or a very light beer, you know? Not even the 0.5% alcohol ones. I don't think you can drink those while you're underage. Don't get arrested. Why not? Why not should be the answer. We sit down on a pile of blankets Kenji apparently dragged up here. He produces an almost full bottle of whiskey and passes it to me. You didn't even bring glasses? No, this is not some romantic princess picnic. What the hell, man? This is a manly picnic. No glasses, no napkins. Then you'd be indirectly kissing. Whiskey only. Jesus Christ. Whiskey only. The beverage of two men. Whatever. And the pretzels. I take a closer look at the bottle. 12-year-old single malt whiskey, as he said. Shrugging my shoulders, I take a swig. It burns my throat like acid, but the taste isn't unpleasant. I feel it going straight into my head, and the aftertaste lingers in the back of my mouth, craving for another swig. We should outright counter-offensive and trash talk women here, where they can't hear us. Damn, I forgot to bring my gloves. I decide to play a drinking game with myself. Every time Kenji mentions female conspiracy, I take a swig. 4 or 5 hours, or possibly several days later, I lost track. You shouldn't feel bad, man. Ease the fuck up. Seriously. I am relaxed, goddammit. I am telling it as I see it. Think about it. When did the housing in the rand start getting more and more expensive? When women began entering the workforce because it created two-income nuclear families. Yeah, I forgot my graphs, but you just have to take my word for it. Women are connected to the decay of our society. I see. That is kind of hard to believe. As I say that, somehow everything Kenji says seems to make more sense now. It all fits together, but I don't know if it's because he can explain things more clearly when drunk, or because I don't understand anything better when drunk. Don't drink when you're underage. These things happen. No, man, think of the deeper implications. People could afford start saying, oh, we're since two members of the family are now earning money as opposed to one. They can surely afford anything like raising cost of ownership. I see your point, but land in Japan has always been expensive. And thus the price of land generally goes up when the country starts undergoing industrialization. But no, it's because of women. Correlation equals causation, you know? No, not sure. I thought correlation didn't equal causation. Yeah, that's what I said. Well, maybe you're right. I am always right. Yeah, I bet the women created industrialization too. Sokovia destructs. How diabolical. So yeah, everyone can go fuck themselves. He stands up impressing me because I am fairly sure I couldn't even if I wanted. He yells extremely loudly as if he's lost the concept of volume. I wince and almost want to cover my ears. Ah, how to nice it would be if I could have been down there. But to know, you see, thinking like that is a trap. You think you're missing out on something, but at the end of that road is nothing but despair. Kenji snatches back the bottle and leans back his head, attempting to pour the alcohol into his mouth, but just ends up drenching himself on it. Damn it! See, my aim is terrible. And the bad thing about drinking is that it only gets worse the longer you go. Today is the day of despair. His voice immediately drops to almost a whimper, but he starts talking much faster than before, slightly slowing his words from the whiskey. As he talks, he whips the bottle around, spilling some of it here and there. Yeah, you know what is the most shocking event of my life? I have a hazy recollection of him telling about the second most shocking event in his life, which was a bird pooping on his head. I don't have a particularly great expectation of this, but I nod to him to continue anyway. You wasn't to think it, but I had a girlfriend here once. I think it was Rusty. Yeah, I just to blew your mind, See, I've never told that to anyone. It's true. The thought does blow up my mind. Suddenly I want the bottle. I take it from Kenji and knock back as much as I can. 519 is a have time? I was so innocent back then. I thought she was same Anaraiko was to me, man. But then one day we engaged in sexual intercourse. It was pretty okay, but then immediately following the event there's almost point of for such things. Something strange and scary happened. He throws himself off the fence, leaning on it. His eyes narrowed. I started to feel incredibly tired and sleepy. That isn't normal, man. What the fuck? I mean normally. That would be a high tension adrenaline pumping moment of anyone's life. But my energy levels dropping like a brick. Something sinister was in the works. I could feel it. That's when I knew that women are dangerous, tapping the rifles of war men through the one commodity that's almost theirs to control. Sickening. Yeah, you are better off, dude. Kenji was right. This really is the day of despair. I drink more to avoid having to process what he just said. Now I am the last to say no man in an insane world. When other people realize it, there will be a great war between the men and the forces of feminism. But the problem is not all men would fight on my side. Shit to sucks. I should have set the bar kinda low. Any men are fine, but not the dudes raised by their mom or their sister, that's for sure. And nobody into dick or girl porn. Hey, I like Futanari, shut the fuck up. That's good content. That situation seems unlikely to me. Like it wouldn't happen. Like it's not very likely to happen. The alcohol must be working. Regardless, I still feel depressed that I'm up here today. Wasn't really looking forward to the festival with the same excitement as the rest of school, but still. It would have been nice to have gone with someone. From up here, it certainly sounded like everyone's having fun. Maybe I am missing out. It's just that there was no one I could have gone with. Or maybe there was. So many opportunities looking back on it now, and I must have squandered so many of them. Damn it. This race through despair. The vast pathways. Sometimes I feel like I have no choices in my life, you know. Like I never have a chance to make the decision. Shit just happens. Like it was all pre-programmed. Like fate or something. Like there's no way I can have a say in what I do. Quick, ask me a question. Uh, now I can't really see. This is just another example of it. Damn shit. Damn. Do you see? Now when I'm trying to go against my destiny and take a charge of my life, the opportunity isn't even there. Damn it, man. You have failed me. Failed me for the last of time. Jack. He slides to his knees, then falls over to his side, lying on the gravel on the roof. Hey, are you okay? No, I am not okay. Can't you see I'm in despair? I thought he passed out. He is speaking in a sarcastic tone. Suddenly Kenji sits up, clumsily pats himself clean, then puts his hand out towards me to reach for the bottle. I put it in his hand. What is here? Damn, you killed almost the entire bottle. See, it's like I have no options in life. Is this how it's going to be for the rest of time? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be like that for the rest of time. Whatever he's talking about, my head is spinning. I get up, lean against the fence, hoping it'll help me focus a little. Yeah, I know. We have to fight the power with all we got. It's the only way to live. You are an alright guy. This brotherly bond is what keeps me going in these dark times. We should go to roaring women. Rolling women? What? To roaring women. To roaring for women. But we have to do it now before I lose this alcohol-related courage. He gestures wildly, madly even. I take a step backward. He takes a step forward. What the hell is the matter with you? Not in the mood for love? No, Kenji, no. As much as I like to get into your route, no, I wouldn't want to go. To be frank, no. I take another step backward. He takes another step forward. He leans in extremely uncomfortably close. What the hell? Stop leaning in like that, it bothers me. Leaning in like what? Hey, you shouldn't lean against the fence like that. It's so kind of unsafe. I try to move away from Kenji, but my balance isn't so good, so I fall to the ground, dying. Reeling from my dizziness, I grab at one of the fence posts, but then feel it give way as soon as I put my weight on it. This isn't good, though my alcohol-addled brain doesn't seem to be quite capable of registering why. Kenji's face seems to be becoming smaller, though, which is a bit of relief. Much smaller, in fact, and rapidly so. There seems to be a bit of wind now, somewhat makes me feel almost weightless. You're really falling. You died. I feel dazed, like my mind has gone black. I am falling? I can see the night sky as I turn to the air. The bottle floats out of my fingertips and disappears into thin air as I fall. I realize that this is the fitting end to a truly, truly bad day. I died? What the fuck? Wait. No, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. I died. Hey, I died. What the fuck? Wait. What the fuck, dude? Wait the fuck up. Wait. You know, I was almost about to end recording, but then I fucking died. I feel like I'm playing on mobile, as you can see. Playing on my phone. Jesus Christ, dude. Let's skip that. Let's see if I can see it in the extras. Cinema, maybe? Library. Hmm. Gallery, maybe? Looking good. Hey, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. What the fuck, dude? 20 further images not unlocked. Huh. It only says that once I click on the picture. What the fuck happened? No, no. Damn it, load, mind your step. Yes, I have to discard my progress. The fuck, man? Skip mode. Skip me to where, Kenji? Skip. Oh my god. Skip, 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 skip. I'm just kinda stuck with her, I think. Jesus Christ. Then skip, 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 skip. Skip, skip, skip. Faster. Ooh, I died. Really, huh? Wait, wait. Does that mean I can't? Hmm. Wait the fuck up. Does that mean I can't continue the game? Ignore, ignore. Hey. I I can't. What the fuck? Wait, wait, wait. Is this really how it ends? Is it really how it ends? So unstable and mobile too. Wait the fuck up. I'm just kinda stuck with her, I think. Skip, skip, skip. Faster. There we go. I think we save here. What the fuck? Create a new save state. Return. The fuck? I'm dying over and over, dude. It's making me fucking crazy. And with that, we died. I guess this is the end. I can't continue. I can't continue any further. As we fought our untimely demise. So does our save file. Is this... Why did I fucking die anyway, dude? And why does it fucking become an error? See? See? Quit. It's making me fucking crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, it's almost time to stop recording, but I can't. Not right now. Not the least. What the fuck, dude? It just crashes on me. Deep end. Skip, 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 skip. Okay, let's skip this. Skip. Whew. Extra cinema. We really don't have anything in here. Maybe gallery. I've skipped through it. I'm so fucking confused. I'm so confused. What the fuck? Is that like a bad ending where you go with Kenji and yeah, dude? Is that a bad ending? I don't know, man. I died. I fucking died. No, whatever. I died. Ah! I died, really? What the fuck, dude? Ah. I can't accept this. I'm going to search on the wiki. But for now, that's it. We died. A deep end. The deep end. Isao didn't even get to confess to any girl. Didn't even get close to any other girl. He is just an acquaintance, not even a friend. And then his life ends like that. Very short-lived. He was happy as well. And then he died. Thank you for watching Katawa Shoujo. Once again, I'm heartbroken, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. See ya.